against us. In the case of North Korea or Iran, we would rely on GMD to knock incoming warheads out of the sky. By intercepting incoming warheads in space, just as they're about to begin their re-entry into the atmosphere. That's the approximate mid-course point in a warhead's journey from launch pad to target. The GMD interceptors are 60-foot tall, 3-stage rockets. Each has a 5-foot, 150-pound kill vehicle at its tip. In the event of an attack, interceptors would be launched from their underground silos. Once in space, the kill vehicles would separate from their boost rockets and fly independently toward their targets, at speeds up to 4 miles per second. There are 37 operational interceptors, 4 at Vandenberg Air Force Base in Santa Barbara County, California, and 33 at Ft. Greely, Alaska. The kill vehicles carry no explosives. They're designed to destroy enemy warheads with kinetic energy, or energy of motion, in other words, by crashing into them. Satellites and powerful radars, stationed on land and at sea, track airborne objects. The GMD system receives data from these and other sources and would use it to guide the interceptors. The kill vehicle also has an onboard navigation system to help it zero in on its target. Intercepting a warhead traveling at hypersonic speed is a supreme technical challenge. It's been compared to hitting one speeding bullet with another. GMD has not shown that it could do that dependably. The system has performed poorly in flight tests, and technical problems keep cropping up. In 9 simulated attacks since GMD was deployed in 2004, interceptors have failed to take out their targets 6 times. And the flight tests are much less challenging than an actual attack would be. They're carefully scripted for success. The operating personnel know ahead of time when mock warheads will be launched, as well as their size, speed and approximate trajectory. They don't assume that. To the contrary, defense planners assume that 4 or 5 GMD interceptors would have to be launched for every incoming warhead to have a good chance of destroying them all, according to current and former government officials. That's called the shot doctrine, and it reflects GMD's shortcomings. It means that if an adversary launched multiple missiles, our inventory of interceptors could be quickly depleted. It's no single problem, it's a variety of causes. And that's what so concerns experts who've studied the system. In some cases, divert thrusters were blamed. These are small rocket motors, 4 of which are attached to each kill vehicle. They're supposed to fire rapidly to make course corrections and keep the kill vehicle on course once it's in space and flying on its own. In some tests, the thruster's rough combustion of fuel was found to have thrown off the kill vehicle's onboard guidance system. A lot of time and money was spent redesigning the thrusters to cure this problem. In January 2016, a flight test was initiated from Vandenberg Air Force Base to check out the new thrusters. The Missile Defense Agency and its lead contractors pronounced the test a success. But as the Times later reported, it wasn't. Partway through the exercise, one of the new thrusters stopped working, and the kill vehicle veered far off course. A review overseen by the Missile Agency found that the thruster most likely malfunctioned because of a glitch in the circuit board that powered it. As the Times reported, circuit boards in most of the kill vehicles now in the GMD fleet are vulnerable to the same kind of mishap. Bottom line, the kill vehicles are tremendously complex machines. Each one has more than 1,000 components. And because of the speed with which they've been produced and deployed, no two are identical. American scientists had been working on missile defense technology for decades, with the aim of creating a reliable shield for the US homeland. President Clinton, whose administration supported and funded such research, concluded that the technology wasn't ready for prime time. But his successor, President George W. Bush, had campaigned on a promise to deploy a homeland missile defense system quickly, asserting that the country was in imminent danger of a sneak attack by a rogue state such as North Korea or Iran. In late 2002, Bush ordered the Pentagon to field a set of missile defense capabilities by the end of 2004. To speed things along, Defense Secretary Donald H. Rumsfeld exempted the program from the Pentagon's normal procurement and testing standards. Analysts trace GMD's problems to these early decisions to prioritize speed above meticulous engineering and development of proven capabilities. The Government Accountability Office, a nonpartisan investigative arm of Congress, reported last year that GMD's test record has been insufficient to demonstrate that an operationally useful defense capability exists. In July, a team of missile defense experts who studied GMD for the Union of Concerned Scientists said the system is simply unable to protect the U.S. public. In January, the Pentagon's Operational Test and Evaluation Office, in its annual report on U.S. defense programs,